Hello everyone and welcome to Children's Story Time. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos. Today's book is called Puddleman. One morning, Michael filled his sandbox with water and jumped in. "Don't do that, dear," warned the nice lady from next door. "We're going to get it," said Michael's little brother. "Hey, have fun in the mud, Turkey," yelled the grass grinder twins. But Michael wasn't listening. He was busy mixing mud. The more mud Michael mixed, the more mixed up in the mud he got, until there was all mud and no Michael. The glass grinder twins peeked into the sandbox. The mud was very still. "Oh boy," they whispered, "Michael's mom won't like this." Suddenly, the sandbox started to shake. The mud began to move, and a great muddy monster shot up. Puddleman! The nice lady from next door fainted. Michael's little brother began to cry, and the glass grinder twins ran away. "Mud!" cheered Puddleman as he danced around the sandbox. "Mud, mud, mud!" Soon the whole yard was covered with mud. "That's much better," said Puddleman, and he plopped down into his puddle. The mud slurped between his fingers and squished between his toes. It felt smooth and cool, like sitting in a big bowl of melting ice cream. "Perfect," said Puddleman. Puddleman began to sing, and as he sang, he built an amazing mud castle. It had towers and bridges, and a moat all around. Then he drew great muddy faces and watched them disappear. He made a giant mud pie and wrote his name across the top. But making mud pies made Puddleman feel hungry, and when he was hungry, he wanted one thing: peanut butter. It looked like mud, but it tasted a whole lot better. Puddleman went back to the back door of Michael's house and shouted, "I want a peanut butter sandwich." "Well," said Michael's mother, looking surprised, "don't you know that peanut butter's for boys and girls, not muddy monsters?" "It is?" said Puddleman. "I'm afraid so," said Michael's mother. "Muddy monsters eat mud pies." She started to close the door. "Wait," he cried, "I'm really a little boy." "You don't look like one to me," said Michael's mother. "You look like a muddy monster." "No, no, no," insisted Puddleman. "I'm Michael." Michael's mother laughed. "You can't fool me," she said. But if you see Michael, tell him his peanut butter sandwich is ready." Then she closed the door. Puddleman jumped off the porch. He kicked the grass and made nasty faces. He was so angry that he didn't see he was in danger. Wham! Something smacked into Puddleman from behind. He ran for his life and leaped into his mud puddle. He, giggled the glass grinder twins. "That takes care of him." They marched away with their noses high in the air. Puddleman was furious. He had no peanut butter. He had nearly been washed away, and now he had squashed his castle. Clouds were gathering in the sky, and big drops of rain began to fall. The puddle grew cold, and Puddleman shivered. How could he ever get a peanut butter sandwich if peanut butter was for girls and boys? Puddleman sighed. A great muddy tear dripped from his eye. Just then, Puddleman saw Michael's cap lying in the grass. "With that hat," he thought, "I'd look just like Michael." Puddleman put on Michael's cap and began to walk towards the house. As he crossed the yard, something curious began to happen. A long shadow stretched across the porch and crept up the door. Michael's little brother peeked out. "Is that the monster?" he whispered. "No, it's Michael," said Puddleman. "It's a very dirty Michael," said Michael's mother. "I'll bet you're hungry." By the time lunch was over, the rain had stopped. Puddleman went outside with Michael's little brother. "It's easy being Michael," thought Puddleman, "but it sure is boring." "Hey!" called the glass grinder twins. "Come on over and help us make mud." Puddleman grinned and started to run. "Mud, mud, mud!" he cheered. "Uh-oh!" cried Michael's little brother, and he ran inside to hide.